Let's look at the quaddy.
First look at the quaddies, the Baraldo Coffee Pace, 22.40. Baraldo Coffee, Jace. Get around it.
Had a Baraldo coffee, but I tell you what, can't wait to get my hands on one. Baraldo Coffee Pace. And I found this map. So when you first look at the race,
Yeah.
I reckon you would have been the same. Our Sadie K.
J-Bon, it took me 12 horses to realise who I was tipping. Because I worked out them chronologically.
And you have been known to have too many Baraldo coffees in a day. Our say, I reckon you might have had 8. And then you were just smashing the keyboard.
It was double figures sometimes, J-Bon, in the HRV days. Always just black with no sugar.
You've got to stop that. Yes, I did the sectionals first.
Yep.
I'll go through another tutorial about how I do the form totally, but I just looked at our Sadie K and went, okay, we're on here. It should find the front. If it does, it should be winning. Matador kicks up. Cheers to Lou wants to have a crack at the start. We don't know how good Exotic Bush Ranger is.
Cheers to Lou pinged out for Kez a few runs back to lead. And now Nathan's on it.
Yeah. Yep. These are the issues for old Al Sadie K. And why? I still want to be with it, but I do not believe I will get the price that I require.
I would agree with that. I don't think. Yeah. Well, what would you like?
280. $3.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even think 280 will happen. But I thought you would have said longer.
I think it might start. I think it might nearly start in the red.
You know, I'm really keen to see what Exotic Bush Ranger opens here, Jace.
How about it paying $21 when it won 2 starts back?
You watch those last 2 runs, right? It's done its work and it's still powering away from them at the end. It's improved every start. This horse, it was favoured on debut at Hamilton where it just wasn't right. It just didn't fire, but it's improved and improved and improved. And its last 2, it is in a rich vein of form.
And the critical key here is that if our Sadie K, even if it gets to the front, if it's hanging out wide while Matador and Cheers to Lou having their own little battle, and then it takes 400 metres or more to get to the top, what is Mick Stanley doing? He's just hanging and going, this is great, and I'm just going to whip around to make sure you don't get a breather after you've done that bit of work.
Exactly, because after it's done all the work, Mick Stanley's thinking, it's my time now. Was that Triple H in the wrestling? It's my time now, and he's going to power around.
I dipped out after Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah,
used to paint my face with the Ultimate Warrior.
I was the Attitude Era, which came after that of Stone Cold The Rock and all that sort of nonsense.
I was more Coco Beware and I could say the Undertaker, but I think he lasted for 45 years. That's the wrestling portion.
It is. It's a good. I haven't been able to get back into the wrestling, but it was good fun.
Jim Duggan.
It's a messy sort of race. Matador's also one that you mentioned could kick forward. It is a messy race for me. It's a bit messy, but then if you try and forget all the mess, you end up with our Sadie K, Exotic Bush Ranger, my boy Shadow Celt. Have you been converted to Shadow Celt yet, Jace, or not?
Oh well, I went back the last 3 nights and I've just watched all the races over and over again.
Yep.
And it's amazing. Yep. It soothes me.
Yes.
On one screen, I've got Splitting the Atom, and I've got Niels Bohr and all the rest, and Shadow Celt. But Shadow Celt, it gets me to sleep. Not from out there, though, I don't think, for Shadow Celt. But
well, he's a swooper anyway, so if there's a bit of mustard on, he'll be getting home strong. You know, that he bloused our Sadie K in that Melton run where he's ducking and weaving at Melton about 5-6 runs ago. That's one of the runs where it's just.
Of course, I know.
Through. Yeah,
I've watched it 9 times.
Exactly.
Don't really want to play in the race unless I get a price.
Can I throw one more at you, Jack O'Connor? Did you have an opinion on Jack O'Connor?
When I first looked at the race, yes. When I excavated and dug archaeologically, Indiana Jones style, no.
Right, sort of, yeah.
The grade looks outstanding, doesn't it? But
yeah, yep.
All right, Matador replace maybe.
I'll go Shadow Celt each way, which won't surprise anyone.
Pod.
Do you want to do the pod quad at the end?
Okay.
All right, let's do that.